Let's turn to events in California, and firefighters in Los Angeles are bracing themselves for a fresh wave of strong winds as they continue to battle wildfires that have been raging for more than a week. At least 25 people have been killed and dozens are still missing. You can see here the two largest fires, the Palisades and Eaton fires, which continue to burn. The local authorities are warning that strengthening winds may spread the flames further. Let's get the latest from Will Grant.
Every house is gone on that street, in that area. They're all gone.
As the flames closed in on them, Sheila Wheatley and her husband Victor fled their home in Altadena with nothing but the clothes on their back. The couple, who run a fostering agency for at-risk youth, made it out with their lives, but little else.
This is a street where I have spent a lot of time being a part of the community.
The next day, Sheila returned to the ruins. A lifetime in a home turned to ash. One of 12,000 structures lost in the worst fires LA has seen in decades.
Like picking up my keys this morning and recognizing that all the keys to the house and, the back key, door key, and all this belong to nothing, and it is surreal.
It's a tale which crosses communities in Los Angeles. Elizabeth Rafidi grew up in a poor neighbourhood here, but became a lawyer and bought a house in Malibu with her husband. Today she's living in a hotel room, unsure of what the future holds.
It's like having a member of your family die, because that's the end road at that point of that person's history, which is the end road of our homes.
We went to Malibu to find Elizabeth's home, or what's left of it. It stood for 50 years until these wildfires razed it to the ground. As the days pass, more and more evacuated families are coming to terms with the fact they now have no home to come back to. The lucky ones are in hotels on the insurance company's dime. The less fortunate are sleeping in evacuation shelters or even in their cars as they and the city work out their next steps. Multi-million-dollar mansions and tiny apartments alike have been levelled by these fires, which have left the people of LA reeling. The rebuild will begin in time. The mental scars for those who lost everything may take much longer to heal. Will Grant, BBC News, Los Angeles.
Our North America correspondent David Willis gave us the latest from LA.
They are bracing themselves here for further high winds in the next few hours. Now, they're not expected to be as fierce as the hurricane-force winds, which wrought such devastation to communities such as this a week ago. But the U.S. National Weather Service is nonetheless using words such as destructive and life-threatening to describe them. Now, with hundreds of Canadian and Mexican firefighters, as well as firefighters from neighbouring states now on the ground here, LA's Mayor Karen Bass is saying that her city is ready to respond to any changes in the weather conditions, but asked today about the timescale for rebuilding communities such as this. She said it could take years. City officials have first to scour these areas for any hint of human remains before removing all the debris and ash that is here before they can start the repopulation process. That said, though, a few former residents of this community were allowed